Hello, Bushido Spirit off the top, here with a breakdown of Snowfall Season 3 Episode 1, Protect and Swerve. But before I get into that, like, comment, subscribe, also hit the notification icon, stay up to date. Let me know if you want to see reviews in this format of other shows.
To this day,
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
All is well and good in the hood. Franklin's business is booming, and all aiding parties are lifted. His uncle Jerome starts a business called Jammin' Jerome's, buying back the block one stereo shack at a time. Nipsey would be proud. But is it ambition or money laundering? Maybe both. Leon is still holding it down as one of the major distributors. Sissy, Franklin's mother, hasn't fully bought into the idea of her son being a drug dealer, but she tolerates it as long as Franklin pretends to have everything under control. Louie seems to be in a good place, mostly lending her support to Jerome and his endeavors. Teddy is being Teddy. Turns out having a DEA agent on the payroll is beneficial. And Gustavo is surprisingly not dead. The gut-wrenching knife fight at the end of season 2 that had everyone on the edge of their seat was mostly performative, on some Michael Jackson beat it shit, cause he is not wheezing at all. Same old Gustavo. But thy name is trouble. Watch me leap from thy corner and fucketh thee. You know that shop I just talked about, Jammin' Jerome? Well, it was ramshacked. Jerome's caught up in the crossfire of Louie and Claudia's lovers' quarrel. Unbeknownst to him, Louie decides to go see everyone's favorite MILF, Claudia, to handle it. But we don't know how that ends. All I remember is crack, migraine, and bare ass. Louie arrives home late and she seems shaken by the event. Maybe she finished the job, literally, or sexually. Both acts elicit tears. Teddy continues to be harassed by over-the-top dealers, and having a DEA agent on board doesn't help completely drown out suspicions, especially one as overzealous as Soledad. I'm just waiting on her to overstep and end up like Latin Freddie Mercury, Alejandro. Also, Teddy's brother Matt is still feeling the effects of that cocaine binge. Random heart attacks. It's crippling in more ways than one. Teddy has to reunite with his old squad. He needs a new pilot, and apparently the human pincushion Gustavo is more capable than Matt at the moment. Fuck. Lucia is still AWOL. Franklin's living the good life, but he too doesn't leave unscathed. A rival gang ran by some nigga named Manboy is trying to invade his territory. However, his first attempt was unsuccessful. He sent 3 goons to scope out the place. 2 of the 3 goons got over anxious and attempted to hit a lick. But Leon and company were swift in their judgment, deaf by stupidity. Hey, how did they know where to be at, you ask? Well, Leon's rock-headed ex tipped them off. She works for the man, boy, and she doesn't accept payment, just a bushel of rocks. Franklin's starting to feel the pressure now, which may have caused him to overstep with Teddy. I don't know how that'll affect their relationship. Anyway, he planned to respond back to Manboy to send a message, but Manboy came to them with the proposal. Y'all supply me with rock and I'll hand over the one that got away.
What is it? What do you mean?
And an agreement was reached, I think. Lastly, Andre the cop has an itch he can't scratch. Franklin. Not only is he fucking his daughter Melody, he is the sole reason the neighborhood is descending into chaos. Crackheads on every corner, but Andre can't make a move. The operation is too clean. This prompts him to have a heart-to-heart with Franklin. And this is the most poignant moment of the episode. Franklin tries to convince Andre to side with him, the black man, over the abusive police force who only seek to oppress the neighborhood. Andre cannot be persuaded. He's been there and done that. And it's only a matter of time before Franklin and his associates slip up. And that's the moment he'll be waiting for. Ah shit. A warning shot. It doesn't land though, as a viewer. I'm getting tired of the Boy Scout routine. It's a cookie cutter concept that only exists as some arbitrary obstacle for the protagonist. Andre is not a bad character. There is some nuance to him, but I'm just tired of this archetype in shows like this. I just feel like there's so many other ways to do this, to present obstacles for our hero or anti-hero. While we root for amoral decisions made by criminals, the good cop reminds us this is wrong, like a conscience. Skylar from Breaking Bad. But I think the audience is smart enough to know this now, and we don't need a useless character telling us what's right and wrong. Anyway, Andre will continue to get in the way. And it's good to see Gustavo back. Every show needs a person who can fight. When it starts to get stale, have a brawl. Just need a brute to beat the shit out of people. Claudia needs to die. She is just not useful anymore. This show needs to stop making me think people are dead, because when someone actually does die, it won't have the same weight. This episode, they try to highlight the issues that Teddy has with his father, but I don't care to see that relationship. I don't think we need to see any more of that. Hopefully that storyline is short-lived. I am excited to see where Franklin's ambitions go, because if he could wrestle away Teddy's connects, I think he would do that. He is constantly trying to find ways to grow his business, and I think that tiny spat will lead to problems in the future for the both of them, because I don't believe he's comfortable with Teddy dictating everything. Anyway, that is my review of this show. Did you enjoy this review? Do you want me to review more shows like this? Peace.